I'm Unsalad, and I saw What About Bob? It is directed by Frank Oz, written by Tom Schulman, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that. Patreon.com/ASEPresents, and on with the review. This movie starts, we're following Bob Wiley, and oh boy, he's a guy, he desperately needs a lot of help. He goes to a bunch of therapists and be like, oh, I'm so anxious, oh no, what will happen if everything happens all at once? Oh no, what will happen? He's like super anxious, right? Bob Wiley, okay, we have Bob Wiley, super anxious, he's played by Bill Murray, and I immediately really like the performance of Bill Murray in this. He does a great job being a very anxious fellow. I also do like how he meets a new guy, okay, a new person that he sees. He's a psychiatrist. No, he doesn't assign any pills. I think he's a psychologist. So he meets Leo Marvin, okay, and he's here to be like, hey, I'm here, I guess I'll take this other patient because I got a little call. Hey, I'm moving and I got a new patient. Can you take him? Yes, sure, okay. And then I like their meeting. Bob Wiley and freaking Leo. Bob is like, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous of everything. Man, you really helped me out. You're telling me about your book's called Baby Steps. Your amazing book. And then Leo will be like, yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna be on vacation for a month now. And then, frickin' Bob. I love Bob's dedication. He's like, okay, oh no, however shall I do? I gotta find out where he's going, where he went. So he talks to all of the, like, his phone operator ladies. I guess it's called a secretary. I don't know what position that's called. Is it a secretary? Basically, redirects the calls to him. And so he calls like his office, be like, oh, it's an emergency, I need to talk to him. And then she's like, okay, fine, I'll redirect you. And then frickin' Leo be like, dude, I'm on vacation. I don't talk to patients while on vacation. And then it just like divulges into more of like, he actually physically talks to the secretary. The secretary tells too much information. He's in New Hampshire. He goes on a bus to New Hampshire. He finds out where they're at. Frickin' Leo and his family. And I'm like, bro, man, I love it. Oh my goodness. Bob is meeting frickin' Leo right in front of each other and they're on vacation. He's with his family. And I love it, okay? Eventually, Leo's like, fine, we can hang out, fine. And okay, first of all, I love this. So we have Bob is actually being really nice to his entire family, and his family loves him. Like, even the kids love him. Also, I do like how the movie shows that Leo is actually terrible at, like, listening, like, progressively more and more throughout the movie. Like, he's trying to teach his son to dive, and then his son won't dive. He's like, you gotta do it, you gotta, right? That wouldn't work. But when we have friggin' Bob, it's just like a natural process when they're talking about diving, right? And then the son be like, oh, hey, have you heard of diving? He's like, oh no, I've never heard of that. He's like, oh no, it's so scary. Oh my goodness, you're so brave. And the son dives for the first time. And it was with this, it was like a different perspective, a different approach to parenting, kind of like more of like a friendly like approach that Bob takes versus frickin' Leo being like, yeah, you gotta do it because I'm the authority figure and I'm your father. And I'm like, that's not how you teach kids anything. Obviously, you gotta be kind of open. You gotta be very open, just like Bob is. And so he gets, everyone in this family loves Bob. He gets all their love and praise and affection. I love this. Leo is freaking out. The more that they give Bob attention, Leo is like, ah! And I'm like, yes! Freaking, ah! Yes! Oh my goodness, he's freaking out. He's like, ah! Bob is ruining everything! Ah! There's also an interview, right, that he has, and Bob is still there. And Bob gets on the interview because the TV people will be like, oh, you brought your patient. That's a great idea. And freaking Leo doesn't want him on the TV at all. And you know who makes the impression? Bob. Oh my goodness, because he's so open and he's so speaking to everyone. And it's awesome. Leo has one amazing final great therapy trick to teach Bob, to teach him, be like, hey, here's how you can help yourself. Death therapy. Isolation therapy. Oh, I guess those two. Okay, so isolation therapy involves taking him to the middle of like the woods and dropping him off there, and then he has to like walk back, and then like he like is having a great time. He was like, oh, I have to talk to people. He's like thinking of it in like a positive framing way. And then Leo is like, all right, fine. I'm gonna tie you up. I'm gonna strap bombs to you. And he's like, oh, the death therapy. He's like, and I love this line from Bob. He's like, oh, I get it. So these ropes around me are supposed to represent emotions, and if I'm tied up, then if I'm so tied up, I'm gonna explode. Well, I gotta untie all of my emotions, and I gotta take the explosives off of me, and so he does that, and Leo wanted to kill him. Actually, this is an attempted murder attempt, and freaking, I love it. Bob gets the explosives off. There's like 10 minutes to counting for the explosives to happen. Keeps it in the freaking house, and then it explodes. The house explodes, and I'm like, yeah, awesome! I got him, Leo. And then Leo goes into a catatonic state because he's like, oh no, this guy, I hate him so much that I'm going to be at a hospital now. Kind of like one of those like taking care of hospitals. Not like I'm injured hospital. It's more of like a home. He goes to a home, and like his family's like, oh man, I really want you to get better. I really hope you get better. And then it gets to the point where Bob is about to marry Leo's wife, and then any objections until hold forever your peace. And then Bob's like, I object, and then he's back. And then Bob's like, yes, he's back, awesome. And then like, I think within that state of Bob just being kind of like sitting there, I think that he was like definitely reflecting on his actions. Like, you know, Bob's making everyone happy. I'm kind of the terrible one. And I'm glad that he does object, and I'm glad that there's a potential for a better future with them. And so I'm really happy about the end of the movie. And at the end of the movie, I'm like smiling. I'm like, yeah, yes, yay, yay, yeah, awesome. All right. As you can probably tell, I like this movie a lot. I like Bill Murray's performance in it. Oh man, the dynamic between Bob and Leo it's very stark. Leo's very he's very technical. He's very big brained, but he's also like emotionally. He's not emotionally intelligent, but Bob is. Bob is emotionally intelligent, and he has some intelligence. He's just very anxious. And by the end of the movie, he loses anxiety, and he's like free to live life. And I'm like, yes, character growth, character progression for both of them. Both of them had a character arc. Yeah. Ah, man, I love them. Anyway, I really like the acting a lot. Everyone involved was great in the acting, especially notably Bill Murray was great. I'm a very big fan of his performance. And then also, I liked the location. There's various locations. There was like inside the office. There's also like within the beach. No, it wasn't a beach. It was like a lake house. Yeah, like a vacation lake house. It was nice. You know, I enjoyed this movie. I definitely would recommend it. I'm glad that someone requested me to watch this movie, and I had a great time watching it. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 7.7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The algorithm really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, you can get to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad sauce. See you later, my sour croutons and megabits.